it's Haley.
And it's LA.
We're back at it again, showcasing our love for Disney.
Today we're going to showcase our homemade Disney ears inspired by our friend,
Ashley,
who's our editor. Stay tuned for the end of the video because we'll showcase hers, because like we said in our previous video, she's more of a behind the scenes part of this trio.
Where do we want to start?
Let's go with yours.
Okay. So our first trip to Disney World, my first trip without a parent or anyone like that, Ashley was like, let's make our own ears to go with the theme we were going in. So it was the Flower Festival, so most of them are flower themed. But let me start with this one. Okay, so I kind of want to be like, oh, guess, but that also doesn't make sense for this video.
I also wanted to do that. guess the character.
But okay, so this is my Mad Hatter. You can see with the little 10-6 sign there. And the keys. I just thought it was a little crazy and all over the place, kind of like he is. So I thought it was a good representation of him.
I love it. I think it's cute. Thanks. I'm going to start with one that my sister actually made for me, and this is how I started to get involved. So this is her rendition of Tangled. So you can see Pascal. It's a little pin that I got while we were in the park. So that was a cute little addition to it. And then just, she's very bright and yellow. Obviously she's blonde, so that helps. But then the purple for her dress and gold because she's royal. So that's my first set.
One of my newest favorite movies is Moana, because of course it is. It's a fantastic movie. So this is the one I did for her. So there's just tropical flowers, some shells on the back, and then I wrapped it with some twine and then some
bark.
It's not bark. It's like sinew, something like that, and then some fake leaves. Just to give that a little more of a tropical feel to it. There we go, so you can see it up close. But yeah, I think it represents the movie very well. Or her, maybe not the movie.
Okay, so my next ear set is from a longtime favorite character of mine, which you'll see lots of because I have lots of pins of hers now, but is Tinkerbell. Ooh. Unfortunately, our trip to Disney World, there was a day of rain, so our ears got a little messed up, which is super unfortunate because they were so pretty and turned out so well. And we've done a good job of like establishing the way they were. But I did originally have a pink bottle that fell off, but that's the pixie dust, and then the red feather for Peter Pan because that's her best friend. Just lots of green and yellow to signify Tinkerbell. So this is my ultimate favorite character.
She was very inspired. It was really nice seeing her work through it to find the end result she was looking for.
Yeah, I'm not a very creative person.
She likes to say that, but she's more creative than she gives herself credit for.
Thanks.
Before COVID and everything happened, we were able to go to Disneyland for Christmas season, which was so exciting.
Yeah,
like,
it was beautiful.
So of course we had to make ears Christmas themed. So this one was mine. Just from the dollar store, we were able to find these really cute rings of Jingle Bells. So I put those on, and then just poinsettias, sparkly, very sparkly. And then on the back, there's ornaments. And then the ribbon. I'm not really happy with the ribbon. I wish I hadn't done it, but overall, I'm really happy with the look of these. There's a few times people were like, "What's this jingling?" Or "Is that the food court?"
And she complained about how heavy they were.
They were very heavy, but they'll be really nice for display. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we made these with the thought of displaying them after.
Not wearing them.
Yeah. Okay, I'll show my Disneyland Christmas one too. My only regret in making mine was it also is floral. Hers wasn't and didn't end up being floral, so it stands out from her other ones. Mine doesn't, but I'm still happy with how it turned out. They're huge.
They are huge.
And yes, I wore these on my head a lot. So I went with the poinsettia look.
We'll show pictures.
Yeah. So you got some shiny, some mattes, some glossy ornaments on there. And then I don't know why, but I found this thing that I thought were really pretty and I put it on. But so because people can see the back of the ears too, we like to do something else. So
I actually think this is a really good versatile ears because you can do either side depending on how you're feeling. Because this will be the front, and you see the pretty Christmassy bow, and then flip around, it's poinsettias.
boom, in your face.
In your face. It depends on the mood you're in.
Yeah, I liked it. I only brought one pair with me for this trip, and this got a lot of wear.
So with my next one, this is a hard choice. They're both from my favorite movie, Little Mermaid.
Oh, you thought that one through. Do that one first.
Good choice. That's what I was going to do first. Okay. So I did Ariel, because who doesn't love her and want to be a part of her world? But yeah, so we have nice pearls all the way along. This took forever to do because there's just some
Go closer.
wiring here and then a string of beads and then all the way around it, a red wire going through it. So it took a fair amount of time to do, but I'm so happy. I'm glad I did it.
Hard work pays off.
It does. A little dingle hopper. Actually, when we were in one of our morning breakfasts in the park, Goofy actually hit this off my head and broke the fork.
He was so upset.
So upset. He apologized so many times, but it's okay. I have a new one on there. It's good. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. Just purples, reds. I thought this was a nice little touch of water. Yeah. And then
it's really pretty.
Some lace to make it a little more
versatile.
Not versatile. Boat-esque maybe.
Oh, like sea.
Yeah.
Whatever that.
Seafaring.
Whatever that word is. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Slipping my mind. Okay, so this one is also a new favorite of mine. I became obsessed with Frozen. Like, obsessed. It came out
2013.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really loved it. I loved everything about it. I love Elsa. I love Olaf. I love Anna. Like the whole thing. I love Frozen 2 just as much. So because of that, this is my favorite set of ears, and I also think it turned out the best. I just love how it came together. Is what I'm trying to say. I love the final product. So lots of like white glittery stuff for snow, and then her ice powers, coming out, and obviously the different blues because that's what Elsa wore. So another headband that I could wear either side. I did the same thing with the beads around and then the wiring. Obviously I did that because she did it. So yeah, what we used for these is just like a lot of the products, stuff that we bought is either from the dollar store or Michael's craft store. And we find a headband that sat on us really nicely. So it's just a regular headband. You gotta lean down. Holy. There we go. And then wiring to make the ears. And then once that's on, we just decorate it with how we want to theme it and hide all of the
gross bits.
Yeah, stuff you don't want to see.
Yeah, it took a second to really find the structure of it, but once you did, it's very easy to go from there, especially when you have an idea or a movie you want to do. You just have to find the coloring and combinations you want.
So I've got two of my favorite characters, Frozen and Tinkerbell. I still have to make a Beauty and the Beast one to go.
Yeah. Even a Maleficent one would be nice for you.
Oh yeah, right, Maleficent. I was actually gonna be my next one. Actually, I've been thinking about both of them. I just haven't been able to sit down and do it.
I think about these all the time, wanting to do these. But if you want one, you know what? DM me and we'll see what we can do. But you know what? I have one more to go. This is actually, as much as I love the Ariel one, I think this one was my favorite one, the way it turned out.
Mine too.
I just think it's perfect. Not to brag or anything, but I think it's perfect.
I also think my Frozen's perfect.
I also think your Frozen's perfect. So here it is. So this is my Ursula, if you couldn't tell already. I found these perfect shells at Michael's, so they just jut out just like her crown. Black velvet on here, just to give a little extra touch of her. And then for the actual wiring, we had white and purple, so I was able to twist them together to get a little bit of the coloring. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. Just to get more of the coloring in there of her. But then yeah, a lot of purples, dark colorings, black. And then on the back, some other purple flowers just to really pull it all together. I am so happy with the way this one turned out. The flower's a little bit bigger, but it's not quite as hefty as the other ones. So I found that this is probably one of my favorite ones to wear. I know it's big, but I just absolutely love it.
The bigger the better.
Yeah.
Except for when it's super heavy.
Yeah, and maybe not on rides.
Yeah.
That's always a dangerous game. We want to just showcase our favorite headbands just for the end of this video.
Which concludes our
Second video, which is very exciting. We're happy to be doing this.
Yeah. All right, well,
That's enough for tonight.
Yep.
So,
XOXO
Disney Girls.